My name is Evas Atwine. I'm on Facebook, I'm on social media. I'm a relationship coach. Relationships. And I know this is an important area for artists. I'm a family therapy. I'm a marriage counselor. I'm also a parenting coach. And so that's an area, I'm a mental health expert. I'm just here to talk to you about stress management very, very quickly in a few minutes. And my message to you today, let me begin very quickly. One, I'm talking to you about stress management, a bit of character, because character is very important for you in your area. And I want to build on a statement that one of the artists mentioned, Ragadi. I was really blessed. One statement is, talent will take you to the highest point, but character will pull you down. Did you hear that? Yes. And that is what is happening because in your industry, because most of you are not able to manage success. So some of the things are related to character. But secondly, some of the mental health issues you're having are because you don't have the quick skills to manage stress. When we talk about mental health, we are talking about stress management. Now, let me tell you very quickly that stress is part of life. All life is about challenges. All life is about adversity. All life is about COVID. It's about divorce. It's about relationship challenges. It's about children. But the reason we are talking about mental health is, can you survive those challenges? Right? Because most people don't survive them. I'm sure you know. If I had all the time, I would have flashed statistics for you, but let me mention very quickly, because I'm talking to artists. In your industry, artists are actually 10 times more likely to commit suicide. And I'm sure you have checked these statistics, or you have followed stories of artists committing suicide. So what is happening is somebody follows you, you are a model, you are a celebrity, and I don't want to forget to tell you that you're such very important people, extremely important. Research has shown that actually children and youth emulate celebrities more than their parents. Did you know that? Okay. Are you there? You're very, very important people. You play an important role. I was just talking to Humphrey when I came in. I said the important role played by performing artists, no one can refute it. However, before we follow you, before we get where you're going, you've already calmed down. And two reasons is character and how to manage stress. So that's why I'm here to talk to you about stress management. Can you transcend a challenge? You've just been talking here about COVID-19. It has affected everyone, right? People are struggling, businesses are closing. But what happens? People have devised. Do you remember the first week of lockdown? All of us locked down. No one came out of the house. Everyone was saying, I can't do this, I can't do that. But people have jumped up, they've re-strategized, they've looked at how to survive. They are not seated in a helpless state, because stress comes because we are helpless. Did you know that? Now, what are you doing to survive the hard times? I loved that statement. When I came in, I saw that statement. Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some of them come to clear your path. And that's exactly what stress management is about, right? So I'm just going to give you very quick, based on the challenges you have, and which I understand, others I don't understand, and I really admire you so much. You do a lot of work. In fact, I have been trying to connect with people who can run music on the importance of family. Some of us probably don't know that your health is only 10% physical. Your health is only 10% physical. Your body is only 10% of you. The rest is invisible health, and that's what we talk about, mental health. This health is serviced by a good attitude, right? How you view life. When challenges come, what do you say? Do you say the storms are just submerging me, or do you say they've cleared my path? Perspective is extremely important. So it's very important to keep a positive mindset, whatever the circumstances. You can never survive in life if all you see is a storm killing you. Okay? So a positive mindset is very important. Even in the midst of this, what are you seeing as a positive? When you're home, you can't move out. Probably it's time to write your music. How are you utilizing adversities to advance yourself? So that's number one. Number two, one of the biggest challenges that is causing so much stress in your area is undue competition. I have had an opportunity, courtesy of Rahu, to counsel, to provide counseling to some of your colleagues. And so people don't know how to keep their brand. First of all, they don't know how to develop their brand, and they don't know how to maintain their brand. Everyone wants to cross, and probably this comes with us Ugandans, because we love to cross and go into another lane. My message to you this evening, can you develop your brand? Do you know your brand, and can you keep within your lane? Keep within your lane, develop yourself. The attempt to be like somebody else is what is causing you so much stress. Undue competition. Each one of us has our pathways. We know where we are going. If you don't know where you're going to knock other people in their pathways. And that is going to cause you so much stress. Number three, I have two more and I'll be done. Number three, friends, in this industry, learn to balance career and life. Did you hear that? Learn to balance career and life. Life is a bit of this. I want to interest you, go out, you're on social media, check out something called the Wheel of Life. Life is about this and a bit of that. A bit of this, a bit of that. Don't get lost in your work and you forget your family. I have been telling people that life lies in the long term. Don't get so consumed by the moment and you forget to plan for the future. If you have children, just know they are emulating you, and you also need to prepare them for the future. Don't get lost in views. And it's important. I also follow, I really boost my page to get views. They are important. But don't get lost there. That's not enough. It's not enough for you to be applauded by the world and you lose your private life. Invest in private life. I didn't tell you that 80% of your well-being, 80% of your success, I think you understand success, 80% of your success comes from your private life. Your family, your children, your marriage. Your marriage. So sometimes we want to live a public life and you forget your private life. Don't forget that. Don't forget to balance career and family. Do not. Pay attention to that. If you have a relationship, don't tell your partner, after all, the world is cheering you up. You're going to be cheered up there when you come in your private life. Your private life is 80% of your life. Don't forget it. I want to encourage you to pay attention to things that give you stress. Number 4, purpose to live a disciplined life. I have been telling people a life of discipline is a life of freedom. A life of discipline is a life of freedom. Every time you're trying to cover up things, that's a source of stress. That is stress. Just very quickly, I don't know how your phones are. Some of you have this, what are they called? Your protection, right? You protect, what are they called? Passwords. Thank you. You have a password for contacts. You have a password for certain names. You have a password for this. You have a password for WhatsApp. You have a password. That is stress. Because every time your life is not straight, and by the way, it's very possible to live a disciplined life. And a life of indiscipline is very costly. I would like you to purpose to work out a method of having your private life same as what is in the public. Right? I've heard people say, fake it until you make it. There's a lot of fake life out in the public, but in the private life, somebody follows. We are not doing well. I just want to leave a challenge to you. Shine as much in the private as well as in the public. And lastly, I want to request you. You are such great people of influence. I've been talking to people about the power of influence. I want each one of you to look at yourself as a person, as a world changer. I never understood this until I learned that actually I can change the world. You're so talented that your talent can change the world. But check, what kind of change are you marketing to the world? Is it destructive change or is it constructive change? And by the way, when we talk about influence, always do this. Check people closest to you. That's your immediate sphere of influence. And some of you have an opportunity to hold a microphone and talk out there. Just know you have so much influence. And I want to leave this to you. When people see you, when people follow you, when they view you, those views you're celebrating, what kind of influence are you taking to the world? Do you know how much power you have to change this world into a better place? I end it here by telling you that the younger generation is actually emulating you, celebrities, more than their parents. That's how much powerful you are. So always ask yourself, what kind of influence am I to the world? I'm going to stop it here with a message, stress kills. Did you know that stress kills? Stress kills. Have you had people just drop dead? Stress kills. Stress, we know how to treat the body, we don't know how to treat the invisible health. And the invisible health is attacked by stress, right? When we eat this to feed the body, we feel good. But what do you feed on the invisible health? What do you feed? I told you good attitude. I told you healthy relationships. I told you a disciplined life. I told you what else? You know, positive mindset. I want to tell you stress kills. Don't master in treating your body and you don't treat your soul. Your spirit. When you have a crushed spirit, your body cannot hold. That's how dangerous stress can be. So I want to leave you with a message. Please seek help. I'm a counselor, and counseling is about helping you to shape your mindset, to talk about areas where you have difficulty changing behavior. That's extremely important. I'm leaving my cards here. Please pick a card. Get our contacts. Therapists are there to help you. If you have a challenge with relationships, if you have a challenge with your business, if you have any manner of challenge that is a stress trigger, don't die silent. Stress kills. Thank you so much.